Good morning. It's a little chilly on the porch this morning. I think it's up to 10 centigrade here in beautiful Pi, but it's still a lovely morning and the sun is up, pollution is high, and it occurred to me, I was talking this morning to my beloved auntie who is 90 years old. And the complaint she gets most is that people keep saying, "You look good for your age." She's like, "I'm tired of it. I'm old. I'm falling apart." And I'm like, "I'm 58. I'm falling apart faster than you are." And looking at the environmental toxins and the difference it's made on different generations. And when I saw a statistic, about 7 months ago, that said it was an American message about 1 out of every 2 women and 1 out of every 3 men will get cancer. I went, that's we've jumped the shark, as we say in Hollywood. We are past the point of trying to avoid it. It's just going to be part of our realities with the environmental toxins that we all have, and it's kind of a triple threat. Our food is polluted, and trying to find clean food is an expensive, focused, concentrated effort. Our water is polluted. You've got over, I think it's 40 some chemicals, or is it 400 chemicals that you can put in water that allow it to pass safe drinking standards. And that's an international problem. It's not just a U.S. issue. And then the air. I still travel with a Geiger counter and realize that the air I left in LA is here, and that the circulations around the northern hemisphere, we just share the air. Same with the southern hemisphere. I thought I could go to South Africa and went, let's check the air. Oh, no, they got nuclear plants too. So there's no getting away from the pollutants. Now it's just doing our best to deal with them. And I'm grateful for Dean Alter, who's here in Pi, who's just, I want to call him a Lumerian, who's just connected to nature. And what we've learned from plants is that they all have one or two purposes: food or medicine. And as we as a species can take advantage of that once we know that, and we will need to supplement our health beyond what we've known in the past. We've got to up our game to stay healthy. And as a 2-time cancer survivor, I can't wait for a problem to happen. I need to address it, first symptom, first issue, address it immediately. So I do that, and technology also gives me a boost. And the beautiful thing about being in northern Thailand is that there is many developers and creators who are in Thailand, and they're not necessarily Thais, but there's expats that are living in Thailand are creating really cool technology in the health field using sound and light therapies, which address the problem much earlier before it becomes, when it metastasizes and shows on the body, it's kind of late in the game to address it and kind of deal, and when the symptoms come, so you got to get on it a lot faster. So the health focus is the next year's goal is to stay alive as long as possible is really bottom line, and enjoy my upcoming wedding. And I've got 2 of 3, so number 2 is coming, and enjoy them as in the healthiest state as I can. And I'm grateful, particularly for the energy work, also that I've had the experience of working with different energy healers, and they're coming to Thailand, and some that are already here. And this is an amazing place for a diversity of healers come. It's a yin vortex, so the water's healing, grounding here helps. Except it's cold right now, and I'm still like to keep my shoes on as much as possible because unfortunately there's still lots of cement, and you got to get around that. And it's important to try to at least get 10 minutes a day, which I do. So, and I got a beautiful space to do it at, so I'm grateful. So ground, eat as clean as possible. Um, it's um, it's a choice of I can't just meditate it away. I feel like we need to look at it square in the face and then make better choices. Once we know the information, we know what's out there. So I know for some of my more spiritually focused friends, they are, well, wait, you're just being negative. And I'm like, if that's what it feels like internally, that's a trigger for them and to look at their own balance. And so I have to realize where I'm triggering folks and where I'm triggered. I have to go, well, okay, where's my own triggers? And and having the health realities and experience I have give me a much different perspective from the air and the environment from those who haven't gone through two times with cancer. I feel like I'm kind of the canary in the coal mine. And what I've learned about the glycosamates, glyphosates, I'm still saying it wrong, that the GMO plants can tolerate is that they first destroy the immune system and then the endocrine system and then the fertility systems. And when I look at folks talking about, they can't get pregnant, well, that kind of started in the late 80s and 90s. And then it was the gay and lesbian community and lesbians going and transitioning, and you're seeing more transitioning happening, and the complaint was, where's the lesbians at? And I went, there's something that's shifting, and A, it's part of the freedom to express, and B, there's something happening internally. And it was happening internationally across the board. You could go, our species is either evolving, definitely shifting, and evolving. Part of that we know is the drugs in the water that we're all sharing, and that it's just a reality. So there's no fighting it. There's no, okay, how are we going to fight this one? Well, kind of past that. The warnings for change were in the 70s, and we ignored them. So now we just got to deal with it. Now the dealing with it is how do we get out of the heavier pollutants so that you can have a chance to rebuild the body in a holistic way. And there's good technology out there to make it happen. It's a little expensive in the West, and it's called alternative when it's really better medicine that addresses it on a emotional or mental level, or with sound. You don't even get to you don't hear anything with light. You just lay back and enjoy the pretty colors, and it's a beautiful thing. And that we are that easily brought into homeostasis, or as I wear holographic programs for a reason. Anyway, I'm meandering. It's 8 minutes. I'm going to say goodbye. Love y'all. Stay as healthy as you can. Pay attention to everything you put in your mouth, what you breathe, what you eat, and stop smoking. Bye.